Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Made in America, Prime Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Wishing all athletes a safe and fun sports season from us at LuLaRoe Suzanne Marie. We're a clothing boutique located in Brockway, featuring a large selection of stylish and comfortable women's tops, dresses, layers, denim, and skirts, as well as a line of men's shirts and children's clothing sizes 2 through 14. Our website is open for online shopping 24/7, and we offer in-person shopping by appointment. Connect online at www.shopwithsuze.com or by calling 814-265-0183.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Clarion County YMCA for our second annual Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Basketball game. This is a boys' game, and it will feature Team Srock against Team Ruhlman. Team Srock is in the navy blue, Team Ruhlman in the maroon. Brian Hagberg alongside Jess Quinn with you here for D9 and 10 Sports, and coming off what was a pretty entertaining girls' game. Team Buttery won that one 79-64 over Team Ruhlman. No relation between the Ruhlmans there. And we certainly expect another entertaining one here with the boys' game, Jess.
Oh, absolutely. The girls' game was incredible. It took them a little bit to get going, not in basketball form. But after that first quarter, boy, it really, there was some nice moves, some great shooting, and I expect that's exactly what we'll see here with the boys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this boys' game plays out. Last year's game essentially turned into a three-point contest.
Right.
I believe, final score was in the hundreds for both teams. So we'll see if this year's boys' game can match that offensive output. And again, that girls' game that we just saw, very defensive. I was down on the floor with Rich Rhodes, and we were talking. I don't think any of us has ever seen that many blocks in a girls' all-star game before.
No, and I'm telling you, I was watching early. There were some battles. Dominica Logue, Madison Floringer, underneath the battle for position, for rebounding. It was a very physical game, for an all-star game.
Yeah, absolutely. The girls battle, and I was talking to Camden Basher from Franklin at one point, and she said, yeah, it's for fun, but once you get into the middle of the game and you're getting into that rhythm again, those competitive juices comes out, and and these kids are all-stars for a reason.
And that's what we were talking about, a little bit. It's hard to turn that competitiveness off. Yes, this is an all-star game. Yes, this is for fun. But when you're playing at that level and you've worked that hard and you get to this game, sometimes it just takes over. You know what I mean? Sometimes that switch just gets turned on and it's hard to turn off. And not that anybody did it with any malice or anything like that. I don't mean that. But just that competitive, that edge that all of these players have to get them to this game. You can start to see that at points,
Yeah, definitely. And especially being down at floor level, you talked about some of those battles and you could just see it. Every loose ball. It was like watching a playoff game at points with the way they were out there hustling and trying to get to every ball and get possession for their team.
Oh, absolutely. How many times do we see girls diving on the ball, diving on the floor after the ball? Several times, and obviously you never want to see anybody, injured and everything. And that didn't happen. However, like you said, you can't turn that switch off. Sometimes that ball's on the floor. They want it. They go after it. And that's what we saw in the last game.
Yeah. And these are, like we said, these are elite all-star level players for a reason. They all have that same kind of mentality where you go out to compete every time you're on the floor.
That mentality, that drive. Absolutely. When they're on the floor, they're out there to win. We understand, obviously it's an all-star game, but they are that good for a reason. And that's why.
I do want to say congratulations again to Counter Sports. Liz Frame was the MVP of the girls' game. And as you look over these boys' rosters, is there anybody, when you looked at all the players and the way things kind of started, and then Liz Frame came in and all of a sudden just took over that game, you just never know who might come out of this and be an MVP candidate.
Oh, absolutely. And she did it kind of in a quiet fashion. And that's so bizarre to say that the MVP did it in a quiet fashion, but all of a sudden you look up, she hits a three, then she hits a two, then she hits 2 threes. And the next thing you know, she's over 20 points and, gets a steal at the end of the game that in my mind solidified her as the MVP, not just the points, but and that's the way she played every single time that she stepped on the floor. because she is just that type of competitor.
And, and again, you look over some of these boys rosters here and you look down at some of these names and you just say, any one of these kids could step up and all of a sudden be an MVP. And it all depends on how the game is played out. Like we said, does this if it becomes a 3-point shooting contest like it did last year, then clearly you look at somebody like an Easton Fulmer from Franklin, who's just a 3-point machine. But is it, as we see some of the players warming up and trying to go for the rim, if it becomes that kind of where it's a transition and fast break and guys are dunking all over the place, then it opens up the complete field almost anybody could step up at that point.
Well, I think that's what you look at. And the flow of the game obviously is going to dictate that, and you get, some of these guys down here that can get up. Winger can get up and Chris Marshall and all those guys, they can get up and play above the rim and throw some things down. And if it turns into that, boy, what an entertaining game it'll be for us.
Absolutely. And we figured no matter what kind of game it's going to be, it's certainly going to be entertaining. And again, it's all about these players and the kids and, giving them one last chance to get on the floor and get on the floor with, some of those guys that they've had these battles against throughout their careers. Now they get to be teammates.
You know what? And that's what's really special about it. Ryan, we're talking about, a lot of these kids that have literally competed head to head, face to face, against each other, all of their careers. Now, all of a sudden they get a chance, to be a teammate and watch the other really do what they do and perform the way they perform. And maybe you get a steal and an outlet to somebody who goes down and dunks one. And that just the pride that each player has for the other, the respect that the admiration that each has for each other. It's incredible.
Well, you could see that, as we were doing the draft for these teams and, for the first time this year, we allowed the team captains to pick their own teammates. And you could just see that as they were going through, the respect that they had and looking through the list and say, oh, I want to play with that guy instead of against him this time.
And that's what Chris and I were talking about with the girls and how special they didn't, there were some people thinking, oh, maybe they wouldn't want to be a part of something like that. I think that's what makes this game incredible. Mm-hmm. I really do. They get a chance to look down the list and say, I want to play with this girl because I saw her play or I played against her and I would just like a chance to step on the floor beside her as her teammate or whatever. And the same thing with the boys. So it really makes it something that's definitely going to be a special game to watch.
Well, and it was funny at one point, I believe it was tied at 48 or somewhere in that vicinity. And one of the officials walked by and said, man, who picked these teams? They're so even. Well, the kids did,
girls did,
and they know. And then that was one of the things that, people wanted to say, well, they wouldn't know each other. Well, they know, and they know who they want to play with and who they don't want to play against.
Well, that's one of the things I said, social media, the use of the internet, max preps,
travel teams that they play together on.
Everything. They believe me, you're in District 9, District 10, you're a player, you're known, other people know you,
mm-hmm.
So that's what makes it really fun to be a part of.
All right, with that, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the tip-off for the 2022 Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Basketball Game.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
When D9and10sports.com needs to get its computers fixed or needs new equipment, we go to the Computer Guru in Leeper. The Computer Guru can do it all, from setting up your business's network to getting your computer running again to helping you pick out that sweet new laptop. Located on Tylersburg Road in Leeper between Vince's Tavern and Fox's Pizza, the Computer Guru is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays by appointment. You can also schedule them to come to your home or business. Find out more at thecomputerguru.net.
Now we're going to send it down to our colleague, Rich Rhodes, to announce our teams here today.
First for the Navy Blue Team, Team Sarak. That's going to be the full lineup, full roster. Wearing number 1 from Ridgeway, Dominic Allegretto. Number 2 from Curtisville, Ty Terry. Number 4 from Smackport, Alex Ogden. Number 23 from from Ridgeway, Dan Hart. Number 34 from Cameron County, Hayden Brown. Now starting from Red Bank Valley, number 3, Chris Marshall. Number 5 from Franklin, Easton Fulmer. From Red Bank Valley, number 10, Marquise Gardlock. Number 11 from DuBois Central Catholic, Alex Rock. And number 55 from Keystone, Brett Winger. Team Rock is coached by Jason Fulmer of Franklin and Budley Fulmer of Oil City. And now for the Maroon squad, Team Roman, wearing number 1 from Alabama, Gavin Jefferson. Number 12 from Elk County Catholic, Luke Jansen. Number 14 from Warren, J.T. Long. Number 21 from Clearfield, Ryan Gerhardt. From Oil City, Judias Johnson, wearing number 42. Starting lineup from Brookville, number 4, Danny Lauer. Number 11 from Red Bank Valley, Bryson Bay. From DuBois, wearing number 22, Chooch Houston. Wearing number 44 from Elk County Catholic, Charlie Reinville. And from Brookville, Captain number 23, Griffin Rowe. Team Roll is coached by Goldenberry Cullen, DuBois Central Catholic, and Emmanuel Marshall of Red Bank Valley. Your officials.
All right, those were our teams. Again, Team Ciroc, team captain Alex Ciroc of DuBois Central Catholic will be in the navy blue. And Team Ruhlman, captained by Brookville's Griffin Ruhlman, who we want to take a second, wish happy birthday to Griffin. Good birthday present, we hope, for him. His team is in the maroon.
Yeah, how often does that happen? You know, it's your birthday, you get to play in an all-star game, right?
And just do want to let everybody know how these teams came about. We asked all the head coaches to nominate players, and then players were chosen based on those nominations, and team captains chosen out of the selection of players, and then we allowed the team captains to pick their teams. You can go back and actually watch that video on D9and10sports.com.
What a great interaction. I just saw Bryson Bain shaking hands with Chris Marshall and Casey over there, Marquise Gardlock, their teammates. Now they're playing against each other.
And we are underway. Easton Fulmer gives off to Ciroc, and now back to Chris Marshall. Ciroc drives, laying in is no good. Danny Lauer on the rebound. Corner 3 off the rim. And there's a loose ball, and it's Griffin Ruhlman coming up with it. Lauer goes down low to Charlie Brendel. First points of the ball game.
I tell you what a great backdoor cut that was. Good eyes for him.
Gardlock, Marquise Gardlock can't get the little floater to go. And that is one thing we saw in the girls' game. Just these rims are not very forgiving.
They really aren't. They're kind of tight.
There's Brindle again, this time a 3.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're a little bit tight. You know, and we saw the purple team really take over rebounding wise. So, you know, maybe here with the guys, whoever rebounds, you know, will end up winning the game.
Shot off the rim there for Brett Wingard. Bryson Bain can't get it to go. And Marshall comes away with it. He gets over to Gardlock. And passes picked off there by Chooch Usted.
I like that name, Chooch. That's a good one. I like it.
Fake the corner three there, drive, and put it in there for Lauer.
That was a nice move along baseline right there.
7-0 run to start the game. Easton Fulmer kicks it out to Marshall. Thinking about the three, he's going to take it. Can't get it to go, and Lauer comes up with the board. So we're seeing Team Ruhlman. Lauer fires a three.
Weird with the rebound.
Team Srock looking for its first points of the game. Gardlock inside to Srock, and he puts it in to get his team on the board. It's 7-2, Team Ruhlman leading.
That was a nice drive by Gardlock. Draw the defense in. Srock gets in there with the cut.
And Ruhlman comes up with the rebound. Gets it out to Brindle. Tried to find Usted in the corner there. Kicks it out of bounds.
And that's where, what we saw with the girls too, that first, 5-6 minutes in the first quarter.
Oh, Easton Fulmer, deep three. Oh, and anybody in District 10 can tell you who has played Franklin over the last 4 years, they have seen that sight many a time.
Wow, he lit that up from way downtown.
Usted in the post, loses control of it, gets it back, puts it up and in. Good recovery there from Choo Usted.
Yeah, that was a nice job. He lost the ball.
Oh, Fulmer again. Oh, couldn't get that one to go.
I thought that was in. Holy cow.
No hesitation, and you will see.
Barely across the timeline when he let that fly.
Ruhlman kicks out to Usted for three. Can't get that one to go, and Srock comes up with it. Little jumper there for the captain.
Wow. Yeah, I tell you what, he had a hand in his face too. That was a nice shot.
6:20 to go, first quarter. Team Ruhlman leading 9-7. And there is the captain for three. Rattles out. Rebound poked away. It's loose. And Brindle comes up with it.
Right
inside to Usted. Can't get it to go in traffic. Fulmer. Well, tried to drive there. Runs into Brindle. Kick it out to Gardlock. Gardlock spins and floater ties it up.
That was a great spin move. Very soft touch on that ball to get it to roll in for him.
And again, is that just learning as Usted puts in a little layup of his own, just learning that, hey, those rims are not going to be, give you those friendly bounces. You need to put a little more touch on. There's one for Marshall.
And you do. And if you saw that, he kissed that nice off the glass. And if it comes too hard, these rims are tight and they're going to bounce right off for you. They're not going to fall.
Usted inside to Lauer. Marshall there to block it away. Gives up to Fulmer. Fulmer drives. A little floater for two for Easton Fulmer.
Boy, I tell you what, these guys push the ball off the court and get it in the air quick, don't they? Holy cow.
And with just over 5 minutes to go in the quarter, we're going to see some wholesale substitutions. Both teams, all five players. And we'll give them a minute here as they match up. As it is Team Srock leading 13-11 over Team Ruhlman. Three there for number 12. Luke Jansen is no good. Dom Allegretto on the rebound. And there's a deep three from Ty Terry of Kerwinsville.
Well, these guys are not afraid to shoot, are they? I mean, he was, 4 or 5 feet out beyond the arc?
Maybe playing a little anything you can do, I can do better there with Fulmer.
I think it is.
Gerhardt with it, kicks it out to Gavin Jimerson. Gives back to Gerhardt. And that's JT Blum drive. Jansen can't get it to go. Jedias Johnson on the rebound. We'll put up a jumper and hit.
I tell you what, it's looking like it's going to turn into the old McDonald's commercial with Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. I know I'm dating myself with that one, but
well, if it makes you feel any better, I understood that reference. Hayden Brown off the mark. Jimerson on the rebound. Shot there is no good. Rebound. Looks like it's going to stay with Team Ruhlman.
Boy, I tell you what, with the pace of this game, I don't know. I mean, these are young men, and I understand that they're athletes and they're in good shape, but I'd be tired already. If I was down there, I'd be spent.
I'm up here and I'm already tired. JT Blum for 3 off the mark. Rebound collected in there by Hayden Brown. Terry for 3. No good. Jimerson grabs it. So you made the comment about the McDonald's commercials. Jimerson puts up a 3. Can't get it. Rebound caught by Alex Ogden. Gets it out to Dom Allegretto, who brings it up. Over to Dan Park. His shot off the mark. Nobody getting nothing but net now since you made that reference, Jess.
I think I jinxed it. Now
the old announcer drinks.
That's right.
Blum drives a little too strong off the glass. Brown gets it up to Allegretto. He stops and pops a 3. Jimerson on the rebound.
And like I said, it's going to just take them a little bit of time to get settled in, just like that pass, a little errant, a little high. And this group's new coming on. So, it's going to take them just a little bit to get their, their feet under them a little bit. But I'm really excited to see what, once they do, that scoreboard's going to light up again.
Ogden tries to drive, nothing doing. Gives it out to Brown. Dish off to Allegretto. Allegretto finds Terry, jumper. He hits.
Boy, was that a great pass by Dom Allegretto.
A nice shot there by Terry. Had a man in his face. Jimerson for 3. Can't get it to go, but Johnson there for the rebound. Gerhardt spins. Drives. Nothing doing. Allegretto was there. Didn't get a piece of it, but enough to alter the shot.
Definitely. And Park with a great rebound.
Ogden looking for help. Gets it over to Park. Outside to Brown. Brown step back 3. Johnson on the rebound.
Boy, I saw Brown in a playoff game this year. It was against Clarion. In the first half, he could not miss. I think he had 21 points in the first half.
JT Blum with the 3.
So look out if he gets started.
Allegretto gives off to Park. Back over to Ogden. Allegretto's going to drive. Nothing doing there. Kick it back out to Park as we approach a minute to go here in the first quarter. 3 off the mark from Ogden. Blum with it. He's coming up quickly. Fakes. Puts it off the glass. Just off the mark. Allegretto coming back. Kicks over to Terry for 3. Can't get it to go. Jimerson rebounds. Gives up to Gerhardt. Gerhardt in the corner for Jansen. Back out to Blum for 3, and he hits again.
Well, a left-handed shot. Again, he's 3 or 4 feet behind that line. When he lets that thing go, he's not afraid to shoot that ball.
And then comes back with the rejection on Ty Terry. Jimerson off the glass and in. Makes it a 21-18 lead for Team Ruhlman.
What did I think 6-0 run here we're looking at.
Team Sirach holding for the last shot. Looks like it's poked away by Jimerson. He's going to go all the way and lay it in. Allegretto with 1 second from half court. Well short. Oh, almost a nice little putback from Brown wouldn't have counted, but at the end of 1 quarter of play, it is Team Ruhlman 23, Team Sirach 18. We'll be right back with quarter number 2. This is the Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Basketball Game on D910sports.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
All right, Brian Hagberg and Jess Quinn back here with you at the Clarion County YMCA. Again, sets to start quarter number 2 as the starters are back on the floor for both Team Srock and Team Ruhlman. Team Ruhlman leads it 23-18. And a deep three-pointer there from the captain, Griffin Ruhlman. No good, but he's going to end up getting his own rebound. Ball kicked right back out to him. He gets it up to Danny Lauer. Inside now, spin and knocked away. There, we're going to get a foul on Easton Fulmer. Is going to send Chooch Usted to the line.
That was great position that time by Chooch. You know, he got into the lane, spun. When he did, he pivoted, it opened him up, you know, and really had no chance. He was going to score if he wasn't fouled. So, you know.
So a good foul there by Fulmer as Usted misses the first free throw. Second shot up and in for Usted. Wingard will bring it up the floor. Gives over to Srock. Marquise Gardlock with a deep three is no good. And Wingard can't quite control the rebound. Bryson Bain comes up with it. Tries to go cross court to Lauer. Fulmer saves it with a behind the back pass to Gardlock. And then Gardlock draws the foul on Ruhlman.
Wow, what a great effort. You see that behind the back pass going out of bounds right to Gardlock? That was great.
And that's what we talked about in the pregame. You know, this is a game for fun, but when these guys start getting into it, start feeling that flow, those competitive juices kick in, and you saw it there with that behind the back save from Fulmer as Gardlock misses the first free throw.
And you can see, you know, the ability right there. He's going out of bounds. He sees Gardlock. The only way he's going to get him that ball is to throw it behind the back, but has the confidence to do it and the skill to execute it.
Gardlock misses. Srock with the rebound. Gets it up to Wingard, who puts it up and in. 24-20, Team Ruhlman leads it now. Lauer to Ruhlman. Ruhlman drives, and a little dish there for Charlie Brindle. Gives it back to Ruhlman.
And go.
Brindle. Whoa, what a move by Charlie Brindle. Up and in on the reverse.
Well, I had to give it to that one. I had to clap on that. What a sweet move that was.
And Fulmer with a no-look pass to Marshall for three off the front of the rim. And Brindle's going to come up quickly. Gives it to Usted. Too strong. And rebound last touched by Usted.
And then we're talking about that touch again. You know, the court is a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? If he gets a little bit, just takes an edge off of that when that ball's going to drop for him.
Oh, Fulmer, deep three again. Nothing but net.
Wow. And he had Brindle in his face when he shot that ball. That is some skill right there.
Gave a little fake and then stepped back to it. Ruhlman can't get it to go. Nice spin move. Srock with it now. Gives off to Fulmer. Off the back of the rim, but right to Gardlock. Dish to Fulmer. Drives. Kicks out to Marshall. Marshall off the glass and in.
And I tell you what, that's what you like to see. These kids having fun out there, dishing to each other. And I see Bryson Bain giving it to Chris, you know, their teammates during the season, you know. And, very, very nice to see.
Well, and then you see, you know, as Bain fires a three and hits.
It's
right in Marshall's face.
He tells him about it.
Yeah, he's letting them know. Well, not only is Bain playing against Marshall, but Emmanuel Marshall's coaching Bain's team. Rejection there by Usted on Wingard.
Yeah, that's it. And, you know, you talk about, you know, how things. Oh, Gardlock with steal.
A little behind the back move, lost control, but takes it up. Can't quite get it to go. Almost got his own rebound, but Bain comes up with it. We'll push it up the floor. Brindle for three. Off the mark. Wingard on the rebound to Fulmer. Stop and pop. Deep three again. Oh, in and out.
And if you looked at him, if you looked at Fulmer, he thought that one was in when he let it go.
And Bryndall tries to answer with a three of his own. Nothing doing there. Alex Rock with it. Drives, tried to dish it to Wingard. Bryndall with it. Fake. Oh, I don't think Marshall actually got a piece of it, but he was making sure there was nothing doing there. And Sprock loses the ball. You see Cardlock going, what happened? And Bain laughing.
And that's what makes this game. That's what makes it so much fun. Is you see it, competitive, and you want to win. You do it, but something like that happens, and you laugh it off.
And Fulmer with a between the legs save this time. Why not?
So we gotta keep track of that.
Gardlock well off the mark.
He's got a behind the back pass, between the legs pass.
Rollman trying to drive on Wingard. Good defense there by Wingard, not letting him drive the lane. Lauer for three. Nothing doing, but Fulmer can't control the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bryndall to trigger. Lauer inside to Eusted, out to Bain for three. He hits.
That time, Chris Marshall wasn't anywhere near Bain on that one.
No.
I think Bain was looking for him, though.
Fulmer, step back three, fade away, and he hits it.
Oh, that was incredible.
And Bain almost got the answer. Marshall tips it up. Rollman comes up with it. Gives off to Bain. Now to Bryndall for three. He hits.
Starting to look like a three-point shooting.
A little bit. 35-28. Team Rollman leading. And Fulmer, oh my goodness, just in front of the half-court
He
line.
just stepped over the line and shot it. You got to be kidding me. That was fantastic.
Wingard pokes it away, but Lauer gets it and puts it in. Nice recovery there by Lauer. As we're going to see some substitutions now.
I can't believe that. As soon as he stepped over the timeline, he let it fly. Why not? Oh, my goodness.
5:01 to go here in the second quarter. Allegretto, nice drive, got everything but the finish. A little too strong. Johnson up with it, loses control, and then gets it out to Gerhardt. Gerhardt corner three for, that was Luke Jansen on the three-pointer. It's 40-31 now. Team Rollman leading. Brown with it for Srock. And it's stolen away by Blum. Blum can't get it to go, but Jansen there for the rebound and the putback.
And just like that, they're pushing the pace, they're getting shots, and actually having teammates follow them and get the rebound and putting it in.
You see, Ty Terry tried to do that step back fadeaway three. Not quite as successful as Fulmer's, but
no, not quite. That I tell you what, that's going to be tough to match. I'll tell you.
Gerhardt inside to Johnson. Turnaround jumper is good.
That was a nice looking shot by Johnson. Flash to the high post, turn, shot all in one motion. Nice job.
Allegretto to Ogden, who drives baseline. Rebound poked up in the air. And Allegretto can't quite control it. Jansen comes up with it. He's got some room, drives and scores.
There we go. With this group, they're picking up the pace, and they're getting out and running.
Park for three. Hits, big shot there. One that Team Sirach desperately needed, as it's 46-34. Team Rollman, Gerhardt answers.
Wow. Guys are definitely feeling it now.
Allegretto to Park, over to Terry. Allegretto fakes a three and drives, kicks out to Park. Off the rim, Johnson tips it to Blum for the rebound. Blum drives, dishes to
Nice
Johnson.
dish. That was pretty.
Those two very familiar as opponents, played each other twice in the regular season. Blum from Warren, Jajias Johnson from Oil City. Brown for three, hits.
There's Brown. But I tell you what, that's what you see. You know, you compete against each other all year, and then you get to play together.
Mhm.
It's really, really nice things like that happen.
Ogden runs into traffic, kicks it out, and not quite saved by Terry as it crossed the timeline. 2:21 to go. It's 51-37. Team Ruhlman leading. Gavin Jimerson. Step back three for Blum is off the mark. And Allegretto, did he get it? He saved it off of Johnson's foot. And Johnson's laughing.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you could hear him the whole way up here.
Yep. Terry brings it up. He fires a three. Off the mark and out of bounds. Gerhardt with it. Dishes off to Johnson. Johnson drives, has some spaces, blocked away by Park, but Blum is there for the putback.
Well, I tell you what, Johnson, what a strong player he is, getting that ball into the paint.
Brown off the front of the rim. Blum will bring it up. And he's got space, puts it up and in.
See, right now, Team Schrock isn't getting anybody in for an offensive rebound. And right now, that's the difference of the game.
Ty Terry, jumper's no good. Brown can't control it. Goes to Jimerson. Gives off to Gerhardt for three. Off the mark. Ogden with it. He'll drive. And shot altered there by Blum. Johnson pushes
Nice
up
pass
to Gerhardt. Gets it out in front of Allegretto for the score.
That was a nice long-distance bounce pass by Johnson to set that whole thing up.
Team Ruhlman has opened a 20-point lead here with a minute to go in the first half. And Jimerson with the steal, trying to get it to Blum. He does. Blum dishes off to Gerhardt. Can't get the finish, but Jansen there for the putback.
I'm telling you what, I'm watching, and they just got guys that are flying up the court, flying up the court.
Allegretto too strong. Final 30 seconds of the first half. Jimerson will slow it down a little bit. Gotta love the multicolored shoes there for Gavin Jimerson. Oh, Johnson with an open lane and puts it in.
What a quick first step that was. Crossover, quick first step, gets right to the rim.
Ogden looking for help, gets it to Allegretto. Nice fake, got Gerhardt up. And then Allegretto with the finish. Final 10 seconds of the first half. And Gerhardt going to drive, dish out. Jansen for three. Can't get it to go. Rimmed in and out. But at the half, Team Ruhlman in complete control. 61-39 over Team Schrock. We'll be right back with the halftime show here from the Clarion County YMCA. This is the Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Boys Basketball Game on D910sports.com.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
All right, we are back here at the Clarion County YMCA at the half of our 2022 Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Boys Basketball game. It is Team Ruhlman leading Team Srock 61-39. As you can see, we've got Luke Jansen from Team Ruhlman here with us in the halftime show. And, Luke, it seemed like it took you guys a little while to get going. But once you started to find that rhythm and chemistry offensively, you guys just were able to take complete control and open up this 22-point lead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all about it's a game of runs. One team gets on a run, then one team gets on another run. So it's all about playing well with each other, and it's just a lot of fun today.
And you guys have come out and been a lot of very deep three-point shots throughout the game. Is that something that, you guys kind of came in with that game plan, or did it just occur kind of organically as you got into the field of the game?
I wouldn't say it was a plan, but like I said before, it's all about having fun out there. So we're getting up shots maybe we couldn't in the regular season, so we're just having fun out here.
You talk about having fun out here. You're getting a chance to play with some guys as teammates that, you've seen as opponents throughout your career. What's it like to be able to play with them as opposed to against them in a game
like I said earlier, it's fun. I've been going against a lot of these guys for a while, way back since 5th grade, so it's really fun to play with all those guys, some of the Brookville guys, D10 guys, so it's a lot of fun.
And then you see things like Bryson Bain hit that three-pointer right in Chris Marshall's face. Let him know about it a little bit. But, again, it seemed like it was more, that good-natured, you guys are just out there having a good time as opposed to anything malicious. And that's really what this is all about for you guys. Just go out, have a game where you can have fun and kind of end your career on a high note.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, once again, we're just having fun out here, so it's a good day.
All right, so again, Team Ruhlman's got this 22-point lead. What do you guys got to do in the second half to maintain it, build on it, and come away with a big win?
I think just the same things that we did in the first half, run the floor, get some shots up, and I think we'll be good then.
And looking, personally to your future, what do you have coming up for you in store as you end your high school career, not just athletically but academically as well? What are some things you got planned for the future?
I decided not to play any sports in college, so in the fall I'm going to go to Penn State, Maine, and major in environmental systems engineer. Maybe play some intramurals or be on the club team there, so that should be fun.
All right, well, I'll get you a hearty we are for that. I'm a Penn State guy at heart myself, so good choice all around there, Luke.
Right.
Thanks for stopping up, and good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, again, that was Luke Jansen stopping by with us here at halftime of the 2022 Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Boys Basketball game. We'll take a look now at some of our halftime stats. If I can get the picture to come up.
Sorry, I don't have my phone on.
So for Team Ruhlman, Gavin Jimerson has 4 points, as does Danny Lauer. Bryson Bain with 6 on a pair of threes. Luke Jansen, who you just saw, has 9. JT Blum with 10. Ryan Gerhardt with 5. Chooch Usted with 5. Judias Johnson with 8. And Charlie Brindle with 10. Again, those were for Team Ruhlman. Taking a look now at Team Srock. Dom Allegretto has 2. Ty Terry with 5. Chris Marshall with 4. Easton Fulmer has 4 3-pointers in the first half and 14 points altogether. Marquise Gardlock has 2. Alex Rock with 4. Dan Park with 3. Hayden Brown with 3, and Brett Winger with 2 for Team Ciroc. And just we talked about this is a game that could go kind of any way. It certainly has been a 3-point shooting contest for the most part through the first half.
I tell you, I'm sitting here smiling, watching. I am watching Easton Fulmer down there, and he was on the opposite side of the court on the red line and let one go and hit it. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. And then he steps at half court and hits one, and he steps on the other red line and hits one. He's just putting on just a show down here, getting warmed up here for the second half. So let's see if he can continue that into the second half.
As I often tell people, I'm more on the 10 side of the D9 and 10 sports team here, and that's certainly something that if you've been following District 10 basketball for the last couple of years, you are certainly accustomed to seeing Easton Fulmer hitting shots from all over the court.
Well, that's what I talked with Chris about earlier. That's what makes this game, just even extra special, is the fact that you get to see some kids that I haven't ever seen him play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm watching, and hey, boys, he can let it fly. And I tell you what a great venue here. Great atmosphere that he can feel comfortable and just let it go like that. And watching, Chris Marshall and Bain and those guys that I've seen, in the district, play before. But boy, watching him play is extra special.
Yeah. And it'll be Fulmer there dishing off. Marshall back up top with his turnaround and tried to kick it back out to Wingard, but poked away by Usted as we start the third quarter. Again, Team Ruhlman leading Team Ciroc 61-39. Marshall with it. Skip pass over to Gardlock. Marquise Gardlock drives the baseline. Floater can't go, but then Ciroc is there for the putback.
It was funny, I'm watching Gardlock drive the baseline, and the whole time he's looking for somebody to pass to.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice to see in this kind of atmosphere, this kind of setting.
Bain kicks it over to Charlie Brindle. He puts up a 3, no good, and Gardlock boxes out Bain. Lets that ball go out of bounds.
Boy, he put a little extra into that, a little hip or something to make sure
it might have been a little bit of a hip check there. As Fulmer drives and lays it in.
All left-handed. That was nice.
Easton Fulmer with his second 2-point bucket of the ball game. I think Brindle got away with that one.
Yeah, he did.
Trying to dish that off to Ruhlman. Gives it back to Ruhlman here. Bain with the screen. And Lauer's going to drive. Dishes out to Ruhlman. Has a little trouble with it. Recovers quickly. Brindle had Bain on the cut there for a second, but Marshall closed quickly. Lauer drives. Dishes out to Bain for 3. Can't get it to go, but look at Ruhlman come skying in for the rebound. Usted. Little hook doesn't go, but he gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Nothing doing. Wingard there for the rebound.
There again, we're talking about the tight rims, especially on this end. A couple of shots were in and out.
Oh, Fulmer can't get that one to go.
I was holding my breath. I thought that was going.
And Ruhlman to Bain for a deep 3, just off the mark. And again, I think Team Ruhlman might have got away with a little over and back there. Marshall for 3. Hits. And gives Bain a little pat on the back.
Oh, that was nice.
Brindle dish off to Ruhlman. Step back 3. Just off the mark. Wingard with the rebound. Stops. Little jumper. Nothing doing. Bain comes away with the board. Finds Usted. Dishes out to Lauer. And good recovery there by Ciroc and Gardlock to stop Lauer from driving baseline.
Yeah, it looked
Usted
like he was going to have an open run. Now, I tell you what, though, looking at Team Ciroc, they might be able to make a little run here.
Oh, tried for the alley-oop. Marshall to Ciroc. Not quite there. And that's that timing as Lauer fires a 3. Can't get it to go. Gardlock comes away with it. Going to push quickly. Little Euro step in there and gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, the athleticism of Marquise Gardlock. I mean, I believe he's going to Cal to play football. And you saw that athleticism right there.
Nice dish there to Lauer from Roman. Fulmer crosses half court and keeps going. Little jumper there. This time it's a 2.
That was a 2, but that was still impressive. That was still impressive. How are you going to stop that?
Brindle dishes off to Roman. He's going to drive. Finds a lane. Fulmer altered that one, I think. Well, Marshall up to Gardlock. Gardlock lays it up and in.
Closing the gap a little
Team
bit.
Ciroc
Here.
coming back a little bit. It cut it down to an 11-point lead, 63-52. Brindle inside to Roman. And Roman can't get it. Tough defense there by Wingard. Gardlock. Nothing doing but Ciroc there for the putback. Gardlock giving the little, I see you glasses. Oh, Marshall almost picked that one off.
Oh, that's great to see the teammates, going at each other. That's fun.
Brindle for 3. Just off the mark. Gardlock up to Marshall. They can't get it to go, but Wingard's there for the rebound and the putback. And Marshall kind of laughing at himself on the missed opportunity. Roman dishes out to Bain for 3. Can't get it to go. Wingard with the save.
Great save there. Nice effort.
Third one there for Team Ciroc, and he's at half court. Just missed it, Fulmer.
I'm telling you, when he was warming up, he hit 2 or 3 of those.
Brindle can't get the reverse to go, but pokes it away from Wingard, gives it off to Usted, and Chooch puts it up and in. Stop the big run there from Team Ciroc. It's now 65-56. Marshall for 3. Well short, but Fulmer's there for the rebound. Turnaround jumper is good.
Wow. He wasn't even looking. He's looking around. It leaves his feet and just bullseye right on that hoop, lets it fly. That's impressive.
And with 4:51 to play here in the third quarter, we'll see our team substitutions. And this has really been just where Team Ruhlman's been able to pull away when they've had this group on the floor.
They have, in the key, and we said it during the girls' game, Chris and I, when we were doing the girls' game, the key is rebounding. And it was, the offensive, the defensive rebounding. And, Team Ruhlman was able to dominate on the boards.
Blum with a little post up there of Terry, dishes out to Gerhardt. Floater doesn't go, but Johnson is able to tip it to Jimerson. Easy for me to say. Park there on the rebound, gets it to Allegretto. And Dom with a little turnaround off the glass and in.
That was a nice move. Dom, an incredible defensive player, shows off a little bit of offense there for us.
And you talked about, Gardlock being an athlete. You can certainly say the same about Dom Allegretto.
Oh, absolutely. And Dom is just relentless. He'll do whatever he needs to do for his team to come out on the winning end. Did it in football, did it in basketball, all around.
Blum with it now. Gets it inside to Johnson. Kind of making a home there in the key.
I was just thinking that. He was kind of camping out there.
Allegretto with it now for Team Ciroc. Terry can't get the three-pointer to go, and Blum's going to let it go out of bounds. But it is a 5-point game now, 65-60. This was a 22-point lead for Team Ruhlman at the half. It's now down to 5 with 3.5 to go here in the third quarter.
It was, and Team Ciroc really made a nice run that first part of the third quarter. I mean, really.
When we talked about the defensive effort that we saw in the girls' game, how about this defense here to start the third quarter? Allegretto for 3. He knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. Team Ciroc's held Team Ruhlman to just 4 points here in the third quarter.
And that's great to see. Like I said, Dom's always known as a defensive player, and he comes out here, hits that 3, has a nice move in the paint. Great to see him, really showing what he can do offensively.
Deep 3 for Terry would have given him the lead, but just off the mark. Gerhardt with it, dishes out to Jimerson. Gives to Jansen. Turnaround, floater. Off the rim, Allegretto with the rebound.
And I'll tell you what, Team Ciroc really doing a much better job rebounding, in this third quarter than they did the second.
And then you see Ogden poke the ball away from Johnson. Allegretto going to drive for the tie. It is rejected by Blum. His second big block of the game.
And that was hard. That was a very, very hard block. Dom, thought he had it going in, and man.
And that's something Andy and I did a number of Warren games this year. Something we saw very frequently from JT Blum as he picks off the pass again. Has Gearhart with him. He dishes off and puts it up and in.
I tell you what, I would have thought 100% he was shooting that ball, dish it the last minute for the easy layup.
Big sequence there for Blum, a block, a steal, and an assist. Pushes the lead back to 4.
Yeah, that'll help on the old stat sheet, wouldn't it?
Park with it now. He's going to fire a 3 and hit.
With Johnson right in his face. Wow.
Got Johnson leaning just enough on the drive fake. It's now a 1-point game. Jimerson thought about the 3. Instead dishes off to Gerhardt. He puts one up. Can't get it to go. And Ogden will bring it up the floor. Gives off to Brown. Tried to drive on Johnson. Nothing to it. Gets it inside to Park with the hook. And Team Ciroc has the lead. 68-67. What a comeback here in the third quarter.
I tell you what, Dan Park, he did that time and time again in the District 9 playoff game against Red Bank. It's just a man. Johnson underneath.
Johnson got lost there. Was left wide open.
Yeah, getting back to Park. I mean, that's his game right there. Is he just dominated people in the paint. Just did a really, really nice job.
Brown with it. Takes a 3 off the mark. And Ogden nearly came over before it bounced to Johnson. And Gerhardt going to stop. Put it off the glass high and in.
Nice soft kiss off the glass there.
This, our esteemed Dan Rafferty might say, with the kiss. I can't do it well. I shouldn't even attempt impersonation. I can't. Park for 3. Off the mark. Allegretto with the put back to us. Too strong.
That was great.
Blum for 3. Hits. And just like that, it's back to a 6-point lead for Team Rollman.
Well,
10 seconds to go.
Back and forth. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point lead.
Ogden with it with 5 seconds. Spins. Can't get it to go. And Jansen at the buzzer is well short. So after 3 quarters, it is Team Rollman 74, Team Ciroc 68. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of the 2022 Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Boys Basketball game on D910sports.com right after this.
When D910sports.com needs to get its computers fixed or needs new equipment, we go to the Computer Guru in Leaper. The Computer Guru can do it all, from setting up your business's network to getting your computer running again to helping you pick out that sweet new laptop. Located on Tylersburg Road in Leaper between Vince's Tavern and Fox's Pizza, the Computer Guru is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays by appointment. You can also schedule them to come to your home or business. Find out more at thecomputerguru.net.
22.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
And we're back here with the start of the fourth quarter at Clarion County YMCA. Brian Hagberg and Jess Quinn with you for D910sports.com. Team Rollman with a 74-68 lead over Team Ciroc. That lead was 22 at the half, if you believe it. And Team Ciroc came all the way back to take a 1-point lead at one point in the third quarter. Now trail by 6. Bain tried to get it inside to Lauer. It's poked away. Fulmer. A little surprised he didn't take the 3. He tries the soft 2. Doesn't go. Nearly got the steal.
I thought he was going to let it go from right here, right below us.
And Lauer drives baseline, kicks out to Brindle, over to Bain. Jumper from the free throw line is good for Bryson Bain.
That was a nice stop and pop from Bain. dribbles to the lane, gets up, elevates, gets a nice shot.
And Gardlock with a nice drive and a lay-in.
Wow. I think that faked me up. Man, on that. He went to go to the right and then went left. That was quick.
You talked about how tired we would be in the first quarter. I'd have been about 4 broken ankles on that one. Brindle can't get it to go, but Bain there for the rebound. Gives off to Rollman. Doubled there by Marshall and Gardlock. And Lauer's going to drive. Can't quite get the roll to go. Marshall up to Gardlock, and Gardlock is going to lay it in.
Marshall to Gardlock. You hear that one
Yeah,
before?
you might have heard that one once or twice. Basically from, big 3 there from Brindle. From about August on, you might have heard Marshall or Gardlock.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely.
And Gardlock inside to Wingard. This is back to Gardlock. Can't get that one to go, but gets his own rebound and has it poked away and into the stands there.
You got to look out down there.
Yeah.
Got to be on their toes, sitting in the stands.
So it'll be Wingard to trigger here. His team trails by 7. And Fulmer all the way back at the opposite free throw line to get that one. And Brian trying to guard him, and it does just enough to have that one come up a little short. And Easton Fulmer, who seemed like he couldn't miss from that distance in the first half, not the same here in the second so far. Bain to Brindle. Off the rim, and Fulmer pokes it away from Husted. And a little short on the jumper was Fulmer again. And Wingard tried to save it out of bounds. Couldn't do it, though.
Boy, is Fulmer a ball hawk. He just is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere there's a loose ball, he's around it.
Lauer with it now, gets it inside to Rollman. And Gardlock nearly poked that one away. Brindle able to recover. Lauer with it now. Tries to find Brindle down below. Finally gets it out to Bain for 3. Rollman there for the rebound. Out to Brindle. He'll fire the 3. Just short. Husted with the board. Can't get the putback to go. Sirach comes down with it. Pushes the other way.
Wasn't for a lack of trying. Boy, they let it up, didn't they?
And Sirach comes back with a big 3. The captain helping his team keep it close.
I tell you what, that was much needed for Team Srock right there. Brings it within a 4-point.
And then
And he
blocks
gets a piece.
Rollman. Gardlock stops, dishes off to Marshall. Tried to get it down low to Wingard. It's poked away by Bain. Marshall lays it not quite in. And then saves it, but Bain there.
In the regular season, that would have worked.
Yeah.
Marshall to Bain.
And Sirach just got a piece of that pass, so it will be staying with Team Rollman underneath. Lauer into Bain. Back to Lauer. And give it outside to Rollman. He's going to drive, spin. Little hook off the glass and in.
Oh, was that a sweet move? Right off the glass. That was nice. Little baby hook there.
Fulmer with it now. Dishes off to Sirach. Sirach going to try it again. A little too strong that time. And Bain with a nice behind the back dribble to keep it away from Marshall. Husted over to Lauer. Lauer going to kick it out to Bain. Back to Husted. Corner 3. Off the rim, and Rollman mistimed that rebound jump just a bit. Gardlock with it again. Reverse up and in. And Brindle has Lauer down low, wide open.
Now it has just turned into a track meet. We are up and down the floor in the blink of an eye.
And stop and pop
There
for
he is.
Fulmer. There it is. Another one. Big 3 for Easton Fulmer.
That is incredible.
Bain with it now. Gives off to Brindle. Picks up a screen from Rollman. Brindle pops just short off Wingard's foot, though, and out of bounds. And with 5:05 to go, these 2 groups of 5 are going to come off the floor for the last time. Get a nice hand from the crowd.
I tell you what, I know it's an all-star game and everybody's got – I want to see Fulmer shooting some long balls again. That's fantastic. Wow. That is definitely worth the price of admission. I'll tell you what, that young man can let it fly.
Johnson into Gerhardt. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Jansen for three. He hits one. 6-point lead again for Team Ruhlman. Ogden has it now. Gives off to Allegretto in the corner. Back to Ogden. Got Jansen up. Dishes off to Allegretto to Brown. Good ball movement here from Team Ciroc. Allegretto to Ty Terry now. Park. Allegretto thought about the three. Jimerson there. Park fires the three. Just off the mark. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, they did have a lot of good ball movement there. Nobody getting into the paint, though. It was all on the perimeter.
Gerhardt dishes it out to Blum. Inside to Johnson. Dish to Jansen. Gets his own rebound, but can't get the putback to go.
Wow, what a sweet pass from Johnson, and then he almost got his putback.
Allegretto to Terry for three. Just off the rim. Jansen on the rebound. Turn around, dish out to Jimerson. Gerhardt for three. Nothing doing there. Terry up to Ogden. Ogden's going to take a three and hit.
I was just about to say the pace kind of slowed down a little bit, and then 2 passes and a three, we're right back into it.
And it's a 3-point game with 3.5 to go. Blum banks it home for the response.
On a Sunday afternoon, the banks are open.
And Ogden, a deep three. Can't get it to go. Jimerson on the rebound. And as you said, Jess, the lack of offensive rebounds for Team Ciroc right now really hurting their chances to come back in this one.
And that's exactly what happened, I believe, in the second quarter was the fact that they didn't have anybody inside the paint, trying to get the rebounds. And that's where, Team Ruhlman really took advantage.
As a steal there, Jimerson comes up with it. He's got some room and puts it off the glass and in. And just as you were saying that, Jess, I was looking around, and literally everyone from Team Ciroc was outside the three-point line on that last offensive possession.
Well, and that's what I noticed in the second quarter too. It was the same thing. There was nobody, that where Ogden, he's one of the smallest guys on the court, but he was crashing. Other than that, they didn't have anybody in the paint.
And poked away by Park. Lead is back to 8 now for Team Ruhlman. Blum, an open three. Just off the mark there. Allegretto with the rebound. What do you think? Are we going to get to triple digits here, Jess? Team Ruhlman just 9 points away. Ogden has it blocked away by Jansen.
I'm making a prediction we are. We're going to hit the triple right now.
2 minutes to go.
These guys got to have my back. I made a prediction. We got to have it.
I was going to say, as Gerhardt starts bringing it slowly up the court, but he lays it up. Can't quite get it to go.
Johnson with a rebound.
Blum's going to draw the foul. Nifty move there in the paint.
I think I might walk down and, tell somebody, hey, you got to start shooting threes. We got to push this to 100. I made the prediction. I got to be right. Let's go.
Blum going to shoot 2 from the line. And off the mark on the first. But hits the second. Ogden to bring it up for Team Ciroc. It's a 9-point lead for Team Ruhlman. Allegretto with a deep three, knocks it down.
There we go, Dom.
Gerhardt with it. Was looking for Johnson inside. Instead gives it off to Jansen. Johnson on the perimeter now. Finds Blum streaking down the baseline. With the pass just a little off the mark. And Blum goes inside and again going to draw a foul. This one on the floor.
I was just about to say this pace isn't in my favor to hit the century mark.
No, it's not. Gerhardt with it. This is off to Blum. Thought about the three. Drive instead. He'll put it up and it's blocked away by Park. And then Blum tips it out of bounds. Ogden brings it across the timeline with a minute to go here. Team Ciroc trailing by 6. Ogden turnaround jumper is no good. Can't get the rebound as Jansen pokes it away, and he goes up the floor and lays it in. Allegretto up quickly to Ogden. Ogden step back 3. Nothing doing. Blum tries to find Gerhard Park there, but it goes right back to Blum, and he dishes behind his head to Gerhard for 3, and he hits it.
Hey, we can do it.
30 seconds to get 3 points, Jess. Allegretto behind the back. He'll fire 3. Nothing doing. Jimerson will bring it up with 20 seconds, and you can hear his teammates selling 3. He hits it. You get your 100. 100 even for Team Ruhlman. Terry can't get the answer. 5 seconds to go. Gerhard, another deep 3. Nothing doing, and that's our final 100 for Team Ruhlman, 86 for Team Ciroc. What an entertaining ball game. And you see a big embrace there from Jedias Johnson and JT Blum, along with Ryan Gerhard, as Team Ruhlman going to come away again with a 14-point win. And again, just you could see it all throughout the game. These kids just out there having a good time, laughing, smiling, congratulating each other when they hit a big shot. And that's really what this is all about.
And that's what it's exactly what I was going to make a comment earlier. Ty Terry was down playing defense. There was somebody coming down, going in for the layup, and he let him go. You know what I mean? And he let him score. It wasn't about, he could have contested it. He could have, really, defended it better, and he let it go. So that's what this is about. The boys are having a lot of fun. The boys are, they're playing together. Guys that have competed hard against each other their whole careers, really, and then they get to come out here and showcase not only their talent, but their admiration for each other, the respect for each other as a player, as an athlete, and it's very, very nice to see.
Yeah, and again, we're so proud to be a part of this game. Like you said, it gives these athletes a chance to come out here and showcase their skills one more time. And then again, the proceeds going to such a great cause, the Michael A. Constantino Memorial Scholarship Fund. Again, if you want to find out more about that fund, go to clarioncountyymca.org/Michael Constantino Scholarship Fund. Just a great cause. And again, we are just so proud to be able to be a part of this and to bring you this fantastic all-star game.
I mentioned it during the girls' game, and it's incredible family. Dave and Kim Constantino, Michael's parents, Alexis and Caitlin, 2 sisters, just a wonderful family. I can't think of anything better to go to.
First of all, well done afternoon for all the
And again, our colleague Rich Rhodes going to get set to announce our game MVP.
MVP from the Maroon Team, Team Ruhlman. I got him with 17 points. From Warren, Pennsylvania, JT Blum.
Your MVP, Warren's JT Blum, number 14, 17 points on the game. A couple of big shot blocks, had some big steals as well. And congratulations to JT Blum. Gets a ball. Every player who's played in this game signed that ball on their way in. So nice keepsake for JT to have there as a reminder of his, not just his success, but his team success in this game.
Oh, absolutely. We were talking in the girls' game. Plaques are nice. Don't get me wrong, but something that you have. Hey, Caden, I'm sorry about the. Good luck tomorrow. All right, Caden Rainey, my nephew played at Union.
Yep.
Tore an ACL early in the summer, but played all football season, all basketball season. He's having surgery tomorrow, so. Just wish him all the best. He's my nephew. I had to give him a shout here as he walked by. Sorry.
All right. Well, it's an all-star game. We'll allow it this time. How's that? No, all of our best wishes to Caden as well. quick recovery. As we're seeing the team photos, we're going to get as soon as they're done with the team photos there, we're going to have game MVP JT Blum come up and have a little chat with us. But again, just one of those games. Everybody had fun. Nobody got hurt. That's a big important thing. I know JT plays baseball for the Dragons as well, and I know new head coach Andrew Morrison will be very pleased to see not only that he got MVP, that he did it without hurting himself as well. So, Andrew, you're welcome for that. We made sure he didn't get hurt, and we'll be back playing baseball for the Dragons as well here this upcoming week, hopefully, if we can get some weather cooperation.
Well, the weather doesn't look the best, but, I mean, it's April in Western Pennsylvania, so what do you expect? But you know what, Brian, getting back to what you were talking about with him playing baseball, you look at all of these boys, they are multi-sport athletes, and they're still this good to come out here and play in an all-star game, and then 2 days later playing a baseball game or go and do track, or guys are going to go on and do other things, play football, whatever. You watch them, the skills that they have developed, the hard work that they put in, it's just incredible to be part of.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I had that chat with Franklin's Camden Basher during the girls' game. It said the same thing. It's you're training now at this point for whether it be track or baseball or whatever. And now all of a sudden you're going to come out here for one day and just kind of turn that basketball mentality right back on. And you can see that's why so many of these all-star games you come out and you get such a slow start because you've got to get back into that mentality first of all, and then getting into the pace of play and the rhythm of the game and all those kind of things. And you're doing it with a whole new crop of teammates.
Oh, absolutely. And to be honest, it doesn't matter how, you just came off the season. If you've been 3 weeks literally without dribbling a basketball, it takes a little bit to get it back in and then get there. But these guys are so good. They have worked so hard on their skills that once they get into, like the second quarter, then you start to see, and that's where they really start to show what they can do.
All right, so we're going to have a headset switch here. Justin's going to come off, and our game MVP, JT Blum, going to join us. And, JT, you and I have been here a few times this season in the post game. Another fantastic performance. You come out 17 points, had a couple of big blocks along the way and some steals, and your team comes away with a win. So, again, what was it like to be part of this game and have your kind of high school basketball career go out on a high note such as this?
Oh, yeah. Especially the win. It was definitely a great experience getting to come out here with all these really good players, especially my team, because we came out with the win. Just a really great group of guys. I've played against a bunch of them all year, and they were all great players, so I expected it to be a rough go when we got down here. So I think it was a great time to come out here and get work. Like Luke said, it was a really fun time to come down here just to play basketball again before I get into baseball. And I know other kids play other sports, or they're all looking to go play sports in college, so I think this was a great look for all of them to come down here and play, especially with all of each other, all the elites out of our D9 and D10 region. I think it was a good time.
You mentioned playing against some of those guys. You were on the floor the entire time you were on the floor with Oil City's Judais Johnson, somebody that you saw a couple of times this season. And certainly you guys had some battles in those games. And what was it like to be able to play with him today instead of against him?
Much better than getting to play against him, that's for sure. It was really good to have his presence down there, rebound and everything, because I remember playing him this season. He did a great job killing us in every aspect of that inside game. And even shooting today, he had a great game and really helped us push forward, especially in that second group at the end of that fourth quarter, come out with a win.
And again, on the other side, some of you guys didn't play as much against Franklin, but you see Easton Fulmer come out and hitting from all over the court, basically. Oh, yeah. Does that give you kind of a pressure to, hey, we got to come out and kind of answer some of these threes, or you just come out and play your own game?
Maybe after the first quarter, when he's in there, I know how tough he is. We played him my junior year, and he was amazing, and I knew he was going to come out and be just as good, even better this game. But I think after that first quarter, after my team had such a good run, I figured there was no pressure for us when we came in there. Even if he started to go off and score all those points, I knew our second group and that first group would lock down, and we'd come back and get a lead and keep it just like we did.
And what was it like for you? You're a District 10 guy, and so you're familiar with some of these players, but a whole bunch of District 9 guys. So what was it like to be on the floor with them and see some of the athleticism that they bring to the table?
Oh, it was great. Some of these guys were awesome. They were amazing basketball players. I didn't even know who they were coming in, and some of them were just overall great guys to play with too. They helped us push through that win. And some of the guys on the other team too that I didn't know that were D9 were amazing basketball players too. it was a really good experience to get to play against some new kids that had different styles of play like I hadn't seen all year.
And like you mentioned, you're getting set to start on your baseball season.
Mhm.
And again, how difficult is that to, make that transition? You've been training for baseball for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You got to come out here and get back in basketball mode.
It was rough. I knew I wasn't going to take anything off of it today because I really wanted to win. I want to play hard, especially when I met all these cool kids. I knew I wanted to go out and play with all 9 of the other guys on my team and beat the other guy, all of the 10 on the other team. It was rough. I knew I didn't want to do anything crazy. I told my coach that I wasn't going to hurt myself. I promised him I wouldn't tweak my ankle again, and I didn't do it. So I think he'll be happy with that, and I'm definitely happy with how today turned out in the performance.
I made that promise to your coach as well. We chatted before the game, so I'm sure he would be very happy to know that you come out of this one unscathed.
I don't want him mad at me.
JT, again, just a good way for you guys to come out and kind of end your high school basketball career.
Yes, sir.
And all the proceeds go to the Michael A. Constantino Memorial Fund.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming out, you're getting to have a good time
Yeah.
and do it for a good cause.
Definitely.
And then you come away as an MVP. How does all of that just kind of make you feel here as you embark on your final baseball season as well?
One of the highlights of my year, one of the highlights of my basketball season. Definitely. I didn't count my basketball season over till this game, and I still don't know if I counted over, but this is definitely a highlight, especially with how good we did this year for my team on the region play. I think we went like 11-3. So to have another highlight like this at the end, it makes me really happy. It's really exciting to get to do this stuff and succeed in doing it.
All right. Again, JT, thank you so much for playing in this game. Congratulations on MVP, and best of luck going forward in everything that you do.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, JT, for stopping by. We're going to wrap things up here. Jess is taking a quick break, so and we'll get him back on headset to kind of close things up. And again, that's one of those things, Jess. I said that Andy, our colleague Andy Close, and I have done a number of Warren games, so I had quite a few opportunities to chat with JT post game, often our player of the game, and just not only are these kids phenomenal athletes, but they're great people as well.
That's what I was going to say. Knowing a number of the kids from the District 9 and talking to them. I mean, you want to talk about great competitors, and they're out there in the drive and that competitiveness comes out. But when you talk to them outside of this arena, they are great young men. They're respectful. They listen when you talk to them. They're not, there's some old guy talking. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, they really listen to what you have to tell them. They really communicate well. They show you, that they are young men of character, and it's great to see.
All right, again, so that's going to just about wrap it up here for the 2022 Clarion County YMCA Senior All-Star Boys Basketball Game. Again, your final Team Rollman 100, Team Ciroc 86. Our MVP, Warren's JT Blum, coming away with 17 points, some big blocks and steals along the way as well. And Jess, our first time working together. It was very pleasurable for me. So hopefully we get to do this again in the future. I hear you may be our basketball man next year. So looking forward to that. And just want to say on behalf of all of us at Your Daily Local and D9 and 10 Sports, myself, Brian Hagberg, Jess Quinn, Andy Close, Chris Rossetti, Rich Rhodes. I want to say thank all of you for tuning in. Thank everybody who was able to be here today. Again, getting all those proceeds to the Michael A. Constantino Memorial Scholarship Fund. I want to thank everybody at the Clarion County YMCA for their hospitality and assistance and getting everything done. And finally, we want to say thank you to all of the players, not just the ones who were here today on the floor, but everybody who's taken a minute to stop and chat with us through the seasons as we've gone on here. And we couldn't do it without them. And we certainly hope that you enjoy everything that we're bringing to you here at D9 and 10 Sports and Your Daily Local. For Jess Quinn, this is Brian Hagberg saying thanks for watching and have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon, everyone.